the world's biggest polluter, China.
The air is so polluted that it's darkened the sky.
The majority of people in China's biggest cities have little faith the polluted air will improve in the next 5 years. Most believe the dirty air is here to stay. BBC News, Beijing.
It's the most polluted city on the planet, with a pollution cloud hanging over this country from the Russian border in the far northeast all the way down to the central cities of Chongqing and Chengdu. And they are currently struggling with the impact of this toxic air on their lives and livelihoods.
Air pollution in the country has been rising. China has increased its daily coal production.
中方也愿与各方一道，共同推动全球非二氧化碳温室气体的减排合作。
Behind me here is one of China's largest cities, Chongqing. It's been in the media for years as one of the most polluted cities in the world. You might think that this is pollution. It does look polluted on a day like today, but in fact, it's nicknamed the Foggy City because the two rivers behind me, the Jialing and Yangtze River, meet together. So where is the media now in 2022? The media that did hit pieces on China's biggest city, saying that there was no future. China has been the scapegoat of world pollution problems for years. Is China in trouble, or has China found a solution? Well, things have drastically changed, and I'm about to show you in this episode.
What you see now is one of China's largest megacities from the end of the last century. Chongqing was, and still is, a significant manufacturing and logistical hub in modern-day China today. The haze and smog resonate in the minds of many foreigners who think China doesn't care and nothing will be done to improve the problem. While Western media use China as a climate pollution scapegoat to deflect this issue, Chongqing wasn't alone in this transformation path. It was one of several pilot provinces and cities that the Chinese leaders picked in 2010 to find a low-carbon growth model that could spread to the rest of the nation.
中国将持续推进生态文明建设，坚定不移贯彻创新、协调、绿色、开放、共享的新发展理念，建设美丽中国。
I'm standing here on Guangyang Island. Now this island has quite the history. In the Second World War, it was used as an air base. Well, that's been decommissioned. What you could do with an island like this, one of the largest on the Yangtze River. And I'm here with my host, Vivi, and she's gonna be our guide today. How big is this island?
广阳岛枯水期面积有10平方公里，丰水期面积是有6平方公里，有4平方公里的消落带。目前我们岛内是收集到了500余种植物，190余种鸟类，其中有4种国家1级保护鸟类。
So the investment that is being made here, it's not to stop construction or to stop development, but it's a way to actually invest in the infrastructure here, to bring people here, to teach them that a decommissioned airport in World War II can actually help China move forward in ecology. So I'm on the central part here of the Guangyang Island here. These terraced fields that are behind me here, well, they grow vegetables and carrots or lettuce, fresh, and it also has a special irrigation system below it.
在2016年前，广阳岛曾规划了300万平方米的房地产开发，曾准备居住5万余人。2017年8月，市委市政府决定环岛于民，将其定位为长江风景眼、重庆生态岛。
In the past decade, the city's forest coverage has increased by 2% annually, reaching a staggering 54.5%. The area of soil erosion has decreased by 12.5%. Chongqing manages 1,145 kilometers of various rivers. During the 10-year fishing ban in the Yangtze River, more than 5,300 fishing boats were properly disposed of, and more than 10,000 fishermen came ashore and changed their way of life with the help of the government to explore new working opportunities. Can't you just hear the noise of birds and all those species? In a city like Chongqing, with a mega population of over 30-some million, places like this in other parts of the world are not expanding, they're actually decreasing in size. I'm going to show you in the next part of this segment of this video what China is doing from pollution to prosperity. Green development requires a low carbon production and lifestyle. We are here at an amazing place called Chongqing House. Chongqing House in Chongqing Lianjing New Area is a winning architectural project of the International Green Solutions Award. Its external plants, rainwater collection system, and the overhead floors take away the heat of the building. These have a system, a really unique system that can collect rainwater. Its annual comprehensive energy consumption is only 50% of the national limit value and saves nearly 20% of tap water compared to other buildings. Chongqing has built 15 green industrial parks and 171 green factories. Green buildings account for 72.5% of new buildings in Chongqing. Energy consumption per unit of GDP has dropped 16.1% in 5 years. As China continues to expand its ecology revolution in all sectors, let's hear what Zhang Li, the director of smartphone manufacturer Oppo in Chongqing, southwest China, has to say about improving production efficiency and green manufacturing process.
Chongqing factory is positively be a pioneer demonstration for the whole industry. It's trying to lead the industry surrounding us to promote the sustainability of the green and the ESG. Based on the industry change and the national request for the ESG, like the carbon dioxide emission and the carbon dioxide neutrality, we try to protect our process. We try to make our product and the material more reuse, recycle, and more degradable to get the higher the carbon dioxide emissions.
Thanks to the Chongqing people for their great efforts. This has really helped the environment with a strategy going forward into the future. In 2013, the number of days with good air quality in Chongqing was only 206, accounting for 56% of the whole year. Well, let's fast forward that number to 2021. This number is 326 days, accounting for almost 90% of the year. As a result, the probability of acid rain and precipitation dropped from 48% to just 8%. You know, throughout the year of living here in China, I've experienced many things in regards to ecological and pollution control. For example, the Dazu homestay was absolutely breathtaking, but very educational. The Yitelling Reserve Park, I learned so many things with that park ranger who's been protecting that park for 40 years. And the investment in infrastructure in Wulong, in the treetop walk, bringing your children to a park where they can have fun and learn really important things about ecology. Even in the urban areas of Chongqing, public transportation and walking trails are not only convenient for low carbon travel, but also become a green scenery that tourists like. China has big ambitions. As renewable source of power, solar energy has an important role in reducing greenhouse gas emissions and mitigating climate change, which is critical to protecting humans, wildlife, and ecosystems.
Pollution has fallen by almost 40% since 2014, and water pollution has been reduced by 15%. Renewable energy and green automotive technology has expanded, and new energy vehicles and wind power have become less expensive, more widespread, and more efficient. Wind power remained China's third largest source of electricity. Let's have a look at some of these renewable, sustainable energy sources. China is also the leading player in the region wind energy market and accounted for 90% of wind energy in the Asia-Pacific region. China's drive to conquer the global renewable energy market continues at pace. It's constructing more offshore wind capacity than the rest of the world combined. With massive wind turbines towering over the mountains and villages, dotting along China's beautiful coastline. China is expected to install a record amount of solar power in 2022. Bringing its total to 205 gigawatts. The first panda-shaped solar power plant opened in 2017 in China, in Datong, spanning over 248 acres and producing 100 megawatts of energy. This solar plant replaces 1 million tons of coal in the next 25 years. China created a visually aesthetic effect with a black and white contrast of a panda to help raise awareness among the youth to participate in sustainable action. China has planted billions of trees over the past 4 decades as part of its fight against expanding deserts. 40-year billion tree project is a lesson for the world. New forest programs aim to grow 35 million hectares or 87 million acres of new trees, a forest the size of Germany, across the country's north by 2050. China's citizens also contribute to an environmentally friendly community. Every year, peoples ages 11 to 60 plant 3 to 5 trees to commemorate Arbor Day.
When it comes to ecology, Chongqing has had an amazing decade of changes. Watching it with my own eyes has helped me understand the commitment Chongqing has done on a sustainable path to prosperity. I hear Chongqing is just getting started. The next decade will be even more amazing.